Hello and welcome back to my horror movie review marathon. We're still in the 2000s, and today I'll be looking at Saw, a movie about a serial killer who puts his victims in convoluted traps and forces them to make impossible choices to escape. This is actually inspired by a 1970s horror movie, The Abominable Dr. Phibes. Like Saw, it features a killer putting his victims into traps and forcing them to make sacrifices to leave. The premise is simple. Two men wake up in a room chained by their ankles to pipes. In the middle of the room lies a dead man with a tape player in one hand and a gun in another. From there, they try to figure out how and why they are here. Eventually, they realize that they both had plastic bags in their pockets addressed to them with tape inside. They play the tapes, and a strange voice greets them. They are informed that Lawrence must kill Adam by 6 p.m., or his family will die. After listening to a secret message on the tape, they find two hacksaws in a toilet tank. They try using them to saw through their chains, but it doesn't work. It is then that Lawrence realizes that they are not meant for the chain, but their ankles. This is an incredibly compelling setup for a movie. From this point onward, the film is shown mostly through flashbacks explaining who Jigsaw is. There are also flashbacks within flashbacks, which isn't confusing at all. Eventually, Adam and Lawrence get the idea to turn off the lights. Sure enough, there's a glow-in-the-dark X on the wall, referencing something Jigsaw said on the tape earlier. Inside the wall the X was on is a box. Using a key they found earlier, they open the box. Inside is a phone, a lighter, a cigarette, and a note addressed to Lawrence. After trying the phone, he realizes that it was only meant to receive calls, not make them. Lawrence dips the cigarette into the pool of blood made by the dead man and turns off the light, meaning the man watching them is now essentially blind. While the lights are out, they hatch a plan to fake Adam's death. For a moment, it looks like it's going to work, but it's revealed that the ankle shackles can electrocute them. Soon after, the phone rings and Lawrence answers. His wife and daughter respond, held at gunpoint. His wife informs him that Adam already knew who he was. Adam revealed this is true after being confronted, and that he was paid to follow and take photos of Lawrence. He also reveals that the one who hired him was Detective Tapp, who suspects Lawrence of being Jigsaw. 6 p.m. rolls around and Adam isn't dead, so Jigsaw, who we now know is a hospital orderly, Zepp, makes Lawrence's wife call him to let him know that he's failed. A fight breaks out, Tapp breaks in, and Zepp flees with Tapp in pursuit. Lawrence, thinking his family is dead, begins sawing off his foot in some of the best overacting I've ever seen. Meanwhile, Tapp and Zepp fight, ending with Tapp being shot. Lawrence crawls over to the gun in the dead man's hand and uses it to shoot Adam. Zepp arrives to tell Lawrence that he's too late, prompting Adam to reveal that he is, in fact, alive, and then he proceeds to cave Zepp's skull in with a toilet tank lid. Now, there is more to this story, but there's a genuinely shocking reveal that I'd rather not ruin for anyone planning to watch this. You may think that sounds weird since I just gave a plot rundown, but I actually left quite a bit out. This movie was followed by 9 sequels with a 10th in the works. This movie is surprisingly not that violent. It has some guts, but it's not nearly as violent as you would think. One of the things I like about this movie is that almost every detail matters. It's fun trying to piece things together, although you probably won't. In conclusion, this is a stellar film that I would recommend if you have an interest in horror. 7.5 out of 10.